Hello Total Wargamers, my name is Deacon and welcome back to the Grey Havens of Lindon campaign in 3rd Age Total War Divide and Conquer 2.1. And this is somewhat of a turtling campaign, although we are trying to keep open various fronts on various sides, and we've had to train quite a bunch of units to deal with the R9 invasion, which ended up being really freaky because they just boarded a ship. Unless of course we would have fought them in Midland when they tried to attack us with their artillery, but we just kind of withdrew. And then they boarded a ship. We've killed their navy, combining all our ships along with their invasion army, and that was it. However, Isengard has decided to show up here, which might be something, it might be nothing. They may go for London, which would be the more attractive target, but you never know. It's still Isengard, so let's just hit the end turn. Oh. And see what happens. Oh yeah. More Dunedain. Trying tricky stuff. Their agent is just parked there. He tries to initiate diplomacy every turn and then doesn't do anything. We do have money though. Maybe I forgot to spend it. We'll see. We were losing money quite a bit earlier on. Oh. Oh, they pushed aside one of our spies. No adoptions. Karn Doom under siege. Oh, that's nice. Oh? Karn Doom? That must be at Lurin then. Fennis Drurin assaulted. Isengard really likes us. This is so strange. And indeed they are sieging London.
Be gone.
Satellane Mercs. River Archers. I think I'm not going to worry about them. I'm probably just going to try and fight against Isengard. And in the meantime,
Yes,
we should bring our cavalry
Swiftly.
here.
Form up.
And our
Ships
navy
ready.
should come here.
Set sail.
Also this
A fine
infantry
day, my
has to
lord.
come here.
Come on.
Such a
Be
long
vigilant.
walk. It's incredulous.
For the
This
light.
is one turn out.
Swiftly. At ease.
This army might actually come and attack us. But if so, then we'll just deal with them. Let's build that whole song and save us some upkeep. Let's... I don't know. Do we need anything here? Let's get archers and a spy. And a land clearance. Here we should just wait for this to grow. Buzradum has its mines. We've got free upkeep. We are growing our culture. We are growing our pool of recruits. So let's go for a practice range and get some more units more close by. Here we have recruitment, bit of everything. Let's build a town guard. A port would be nice for profit. Bregost cannot construct anything. Ew. Mines, carpenter, land clearance, chicken farming, leather worker, artist studio. We'll just have to wait then. Here we shall build an artist studio. And we can train the little moths.
My lord.
How far out is...
Approaching
Oh, there it is.
quietly.
Ooh. Boy. Lorien is our ally. And Isengard is just being incredibly strong. Well then, what more can we get in terms of infantry? Some elite archers. And here is cavalry. For Last Lords, how many turns out? Where are you? 10 turns. Forlorn, anything available? Oh yeah. Quite a couple of units are coming available. Anything in Perth and Lewin then? Nope. Let's grow it as well. Under Towers and Perth and Lewin are still our tiniest settlements. Okay, let's rename some of them. Some names I like. And the towers. Beep. There you go, Agostirian. There you go. 2 ends will be enough. And
Come and get me, you coward.
there you go. I think we're done for now. Basically, we just need more troops. Especially over at what is now Sada Lane. Let's see what these guys
I'm
have.
gonna stick you.
It's a full army, but their units are already partially diminished. Probably thanks to added loon. So let's see what happens. Let's hit the end turn. We're at Metrast for when we can buy a talent. Maybe we should just gradually... oh, really? You're going to ignore
This is our last stand, my friends.
the fact that they are... that Isengard is sieging you on there. I wonder if the battle map of Satterline is intact, because at Dolhorn we had quite some trouble. Oh! This is the army inside the settlement. Gulfimble bringing Angmar bodyguards, and then nothing that has a range but some halberdiers. And what is this? Halberdiers, feathers, goblin band, and this bunch is a bit of everything, but nothing much. So let's save and take Barketta from Angmar.
To their underworld.
And then Ferris Drudin. I hope they can hold out. It might actually be Dunland, because they're not at war with Bree. Could it be? Or Orchards and Misty Mountains, or Angmar.
Units away to defend the Elven lands.
We have a nice hill here. Let's take it. They are attacking us after all. So cavalry, spares,
Elves of Midland.
and mariners.
This is the way.
And now I'm forgetting one unit. Oh, Sindar archers.
Elves over here. The enemy are bringing in
Missiles.
reinforcements.
Okay, missiles will be here.
This is the way.
Infantry will be at the front.
This is the way. Be quick. We bring spears from
Cavalry Here we go. And let's speed things up a little bit. Move into position, and right away our archers are starting to fire.
Elven warriors.
These guys will have to go on the offensive. Here is their ragtag army. Halberdiers. I'd like you to fire first and foremost those halberds, and next shoot the bodyguard. It's a rather thin line, so it might actually be a hard target for them, or they're just switching targets, because they are after all on fight at will. Maybe they're gonna try and combine their
Ready your bows.
lines first. I'm not so worried about these 12. Just shoot those halberdiers. Hillman, pikemen, marauders. This should be a much better target for them.
Watch for the enemy.
Oh, they couldn't reach. Yeah. Oh, you're skirmishing. Please don't do that.
Ready your bows.
Infantry.
Elven warriors.
You shouldn't pursue either. They are kind of waiting, so I guess the rest of them, you know, they are headed towards our line.
Watch for the enemy.
Interesting.
Watch for the enemy.
That's enough. Shoot the halberds. And I think we're also catching some of these goblin band. Yep, with stray shots. Quite a lot of them actually. What also surprises me is that they're not pushing for our line. They aren't even attacking, they're just marching. They're gonna shoot
This is it.
halberds. We are expending a lot of our ammunition though. Right.
Close in on them.
They're throwing missiles towards
This is
us.
it. Attack. Be quick. Rush them. Our homes must be defended. Be quick. Elves of Midland. For the glory of Lindon. The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Okay. Now you can switch.
For the glory of Lindon. Elves of Midland.
8 for halberds. And now killing their bodyguards.
Protect these lands. We bring spears from Midland. Protect these lands. This is it. For the glory of Lindon. We bring spears from Midland. This is it. Protect these lands. Watch for the enemy.
Our ammunition is spent now. So we're gonna go for a charge.
Elven warriors. Be quick. We bring spears from Midland. This way, archers.
Not all our ammunition spent in this
We
direction.
meet them at last. Protect these lands. Launch the attack. Bows.
Where are those marauders running away? And the hillman.
Only half the enemy force remains. Watch for the enemy. Ready your bows. We will defend the open lands. Launch the attack. Ready your bows. Be quick. Ready arrows. Be quick. Our men have slain the enemy general.
There you
Now
go.
him is to lose their will to fight. The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Oh really? I don't get it. How do you start? The elven horn. Such a sweet sound. Oh, I do think we've lost a couple of our artillery guards and some of our launchers. And philosophers as well. But we're getting new ones. Victory, yeah.
Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
None have survived. We've lost 49. And 3 Floss Lords are healing up. They lost 9. Long spears 13 lost. Artillery guards 15 lost. None of them healed. Oh, our Cinder archers have recovered. Huh. That's nice. So Barketta has fallen, as has Saraline, which is now being besieged. We have 1 unit of cavalry with them. I think I'm just gonna wait out the siege, because they may actually break off and go after Isengard. But diplomacy seems to be a little bit strange. Because we have like Rune, our Adonai, Isengard, all in love with us, which is strange. Execute. Oh, there you go. Now this might be enough for Eredlund to mop up the rest of them. And await falters, yeah, quite a bit.
Yes, my lord. Without
Can you not tell friend from foe?
Remnants of Angmar. So. We have a spy now. Let's send him out. You come here.
I shall continue to
Next you will be here. You will be here. You will be here, and you can come. And this is Bree, strange enough, and they're not really doing much against Angmar. I want to know who's fighting against the Northern Dunedain. Walks of the Misty Mountains or Angmar, not Dunland. Probably Misty Mountains then, because they are usually doing rather well.
Elves,
And at least better.
onward! Come on! Have a taste of my blade!
my lord. Approaching quietly, my lord. Approaching quietly.
Ooh,
Approaching quietly.
3 armies there. But we are not yet in reach. And we are growing rapidly. Oh,
I'd never take
Admiral.
orders from you.
They're just static. They're not even trying to reach their own lands because they've got no purpose there anymore now. I'm gonna wait it out one turn. See how they fare against Isengard.
My lord. Approaching quietly. Approaching quietly.
And if they want to press in, then they're welcome to try. This army
Go.
has some cavalry, Angren Raiders, Greyflood Axemen, Foresters of Haleth. That might be one of their better units. But we can just close down the gates with our infantry.
Come and get me, coward.
Then if
I respect
Chieftain
you, my
Fosca
enemy.
decides to join up, then we are in bigger trouble.
It
This
will
is
be
one
an
army
honor
I
defeating
couldn't
you.
beat, probably. Anyway,
My lord.
it's just
Not
too early
possible. Ships ready.
for any conclusions.
For the light. Conceal. My lord. Load up the ships.
1, 2, 3
At
turns
ease.
until they arrive.
Elves.
Artillery guards.
My lord.
Faction Air. Would be naughty to lose him. So what to do? Okay, I'm just gonna be acting ignorant and wait.
Ships ready.
I want to have that navy out of the way. Because right now, what I need is navies carrying units all the way to Sagaline. And they're just a threat to that. So I'll have to remedy it. Units alone won't do it. Hello, Northern Dunedain. Now, Enedwaith might actually try and attack us. They could go after Isengard. They could decide that Isengard is too strong and we much weaker. Could be. So far, they haven't even tried to attack us inside our settlement. No. Some besieged. Dol is expanding. Moria under siege. Carndum is being besieged, and yes, they are laying siege to Londres.
Was that your best shot?
Imladris and Dunland now at war. That's interesting.
I will only address you in battle.
They're going for 4 rams. They're probably gonna kill Isengard there, unless of course they do bring up that second army of them.
Approaching quietly. Approaching
But
quietly.
no, that is stationary. Okay, should we try just quality in street fighting?
Yes, my lord.
Take to the Elven warriors! To the ships! Load up the ships! Come on! At ease!
Ostgelon build earth paths. It's a town. Ah. And
For the light!
combine.
Swiftly!
This is now the stronger army actually. Haldrahir the Fearless. Look at Bree. Not doing anything. I think I'll just wait there. And everything else is gonna come south. There will be another navy. We seem to be rich enough. And we've just recently conquered Barketta. I think we need a destroy the environment, of course. And build that artist studio. Thing is, if they succeed at taking out Isengard, which I think they will, we may succeed in driving them off, but they would siege us right away again unless they activate this army. So for once I'm hoping for Isengard to do well. That is silly now, isn't it?
My lord.
Can't cross here.
Ships ready.
We've got 3 units of cavalry. So what if
Ships ready.
this bunch stays behind?
Ships ready. Leaving the fleet.
You've
Ships
got the
ready.
army, and you're coming here. Whoop! There you go.
Set sail.
And you are staying
Ships
here
ready.
as an inexperienced admiral,
Yes, sir.
Yes, my
waiting
lord.
for this army to
Conceal
board.
our movements.
There you go. Interesting. I think we'll fight the defense of Sarah Lane in the end turn. And all these units are just gonna stay here and wait for our navy to beat these guys, then sail southward. Ooh, Dolvorn is turning sour. Drumroll, Saraline. Strange, however, is that Dunland has also become somewhat passive in this area, because they were walking around with multiple units. Nothing seems to happen at Saraline. Are they gonna try and siege us to death? No. Since the line of kings ended, the Stuarts took a reign of Gondor's leadership, and this once glorious nation began to decline, losing territories and citadels to the enemy. However, the power of Numenor has shone through the men of Gondor as they reclaim that which was lost and expand their borders further than they have been since the days of Stuart Syrian. The land of stone shakes as its vast armies march to and fro, protecting Gondor's people and claiming more land. The kingdom rejoices as the Gondorian heartland of old is reunited under the banner of the Stuarts. Perhaps this is a herald of a new Gondorian golden age. Now, I have never seen this message before, so this is interesting to say the least. Dale seems to be holding out. Oh, I failed to blockade Barvin, I wasn't aware. Mordor likes us a bit, only so. And we are gonna train more naval units until we are as strong as can be.
Ships ready.
And you should come here first.
Set sail.
There you go. Renewal has built a land clearance. Let's go for stables. End of turn report. Gondor. Oh, they're still sieging. And we have 3 turns until surrender.
Ships ready. A fine day to sail.
Which means we can get our cavalry in here.
We can go no further. We can go no further.
Or actually, I might want that cavalry over
We
there.
can go no further.
Four turns, 3 turns. And now then.
My lord.
Oh,
To the ships!
still
Be
taking.
vigilant.
Still taking too long. And
Be
good
thankful you can call me
Reginald.
an ally.
Finally activate Bree and start attacking Angmar. Who would know? You would think we've done our fair share to help them out here,
Approaching my lord.
but I don't know.
Approaching my lord. Approaching quietly, my lord. Approaching
They've got
quietly.
so many armies. They must be so
Approaching
incredibly wealthy,
quietly.
and they're just not
Tomorrow's
using it. They
journey,
are at war with
my
Angmar,
lord.
aren't they?
I shall continue tomorrow.
They are. Yes, they are. They're just not doing anything. Incredulous. You
My lord.
head over to Fenosterding
Approaching quietly.
and see whatever
Tomorrow's
happens
journey
there.
planned out.
Strange.
Ships
But then
ready.
again, maybe stranger things have happened. I don't know.
Ships ready.
Either they attack us next turn or we sally with our cavalry. And our fleet here is growing. And so is our cash flow. Too bad that is gonna over to Bree and not to the Northern Dunedain, which I feel should really have
My
that.
lord.
But anyway.
My lord.
I should remember we are playing a turtle campaign after all, so. The question is, does Enderweight feel our cavalry coming, yes or no? Because if so, they might try and enter. But, ha, they're not attacking. Silly bastards. Nor is Isengard sallying. Maybe Dunland will attack that besieging force. Ah! They have taken Londair. Bad news for us. Because there will be another army right next door. Complicating matters for us. Unless, of course, they've only survived barely. In any case... Oh, that must be Gondor. Oh, they've broken off the siege.
Tired of ordering your own forces about, eh?
Okay. Well then.
Ships ready!
Full 'em up! Elves! Come on!
Now with 3 units of cavalry, we can really do a lot more damage. Okay. Let's build some stables. Midland, Forland, Harland.
Ships ready!
This is something of a
Ships
navy
ready.
now.
Combining
just-
naval forces.
Not yet enough. Ooh, wow. I really like the Sindar Axemen, but also like the Lindon long spears. I like them all. You seem to be able to afford them. Roads are worth it, they said, but let's begin in Midland then. Because that is really by far the wealthiest of the bunch. Oh, 6 turns for new Phalas Lords. Also, we are out of playtime for this episode. Let Loon have a go at them. And we should prepare for more of a battle. We have night attack capacity, don't we? So
Elven warriors!
there you go. Ship.
Set sail!
Should the same thing happen again? Where to go with this guy? This is our admiral,
A fine day to sail.
who is experienced, so he should
We can go no
move
further.
back.
Ships ready. Ships ready. Ships ready. Leaving the
There you
fleet.
go.
Ships ready.
He's got the army and should dump it here.
We can go no further.
Anyway, as I've said, playtime is over,
Ships
and
ready.
I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If so, then please do leave your like. Also, subscribe if you want to see more of DaC 2.1, which I hope you will. I want to thank you for watching and see you next time.